Hi guys, gals, welcome to Canadian Immigration Channel from lptoronto.com. Let's talk today about language courses to college or to university transition. Some of you, turns out, don't know yet that in fact, if your language skills are not sufficient enough in order to apply directly to an academic institution in Canada, you could come here, provided that you get a visa, of course. You could come here and you could study at a language school or study directly at a college or university at a language department in there, and then you would be transitioned directly to academic studies. So let me just explain exactly what it means. So say you're from Germany. You do not want to take your language test. You don't want to take IELTS, or you're not able to score enough in your IELTS exam. So what you want to do, but you still want to study in Canada. You have two options on the table. You could still sit at home and prepare yourself for better IELTS test results, or you could come to Canada and go to a language school, or you could go directly to a college and ask them to test your language abilities. So whenever you're tested, a college will tell you, well, you are at X level right now, and in order for you to study, you probably have to reach Y level. So what we will do, we will put you into a class where you would study language with other students. We will just teach you, and after you have finished your language studies, we will help you transition to academic studies. And in fact, there is a way to do it directly. There is a way to be processed inside Canada or to be processed outside of Canada. It doesn't mean that you would have to leave the country physically. That's a separate story how to do this. But all in all, there is a way to transition from language studies to academic studies. When it comes to language schools, which are separate from colleges or universities, make sure that your language school has a contract with a specific college or university. So this contract implies that you will not have to take language tests, IELTS or CELPIP, after completion of these courses. So a college says, okay guys, we recognize your school, we recognize the fact that your academic standing is on par with our requirements, and in fact that after you complete your studies, or your student completes his or her studies, we will be able to take him or her and put into an academic class. Now, of course, everything being said implies that you would have to get a visa to Canada, right? You would have to get a visa, you would have to be approved in order to study in here. And this does not always work properly for those of you who are from countries where English is considered to be one of the official languages. So say it's almost impossible to get a visa to study English in Canada from India. Well, reason is quite obvious, right? Guys, English is one of your official languages, and for you claiming that your language abilities are not enough in order to study in Canada and you want to go to language classes first, in 99.9% of cases will mean an automatic refusal. Though I know a couple of people who are not taking IELTS tests, I personally know them, and they actually came here to a language school, but I mean, it's rather an exception than a rule. So bottom line, if you want to look at your options, whether to go to Canada right now or whether to prepare for IELTS from back home, whether to immigrate directly or to study first and then apply for immigration, send us an email and we will try to help you out as much as we can. Stay tuned with us, and of course, subscribe for the channel.